we're playing with house money now. We've had a great day. We got our slam, we got reds, we got snook, we got trout. Cam's walking back to get the boat. He's left all the fish to me. You got a remora hanging off him. Good morning, guys. Welcome back to Charlotte Harbor Fisherman. I'm going to be doing some wade fishing today. I'm out on Boca Grande. It's 7 a.m. Sun's just starting to peek up over the horizon, and going to be wade fishing with a customer, a longtime customer and friend of mine who lives out on the island, and pretty much all he does is wade fishing. And so we're going to be getting some live bait, and I'm not sure if we're going to be using shrimp or going to be cast netting for pinfish and whitebait. Haven't talked to him yet, but we'll see you when we get there.
One more, a little closer in.
They're big.
I'll get them. You keep chumming and I'll do it. That's perfect snook bait there.
Oh. There we go. Catfish.
You keep chumming.
Got a catfish in there, careful. Yeah, some big old pinners.
Everything will try to take a decent sized pinfish, bigger than that. You just gotta know where to hook them and
Right. Do you ever bother with, or do you think it makes any difference trimming the pins off of them?
sometimes the problem snook can't always catch the white bait, so sometimes I'll trim the fins then, but for redfish I generally don't. If I'm fishing the redfish pins, I want them real active and thumping and moving around.
Mm-hmm.
So okay, put that basket on the deck. Yeah, people don't use these baskets. It makes them
keeps the boat clean.
Throw that big one.
That one right here. There it goes. Throw the big one out.
Yeah. Phosphate dock doesn't work. Two big ones.
What are you looking for?
Oh, big giant 40, 15 inch red.
What time of year is that?
Any time of year, but usually in the fall.
Get a lot of grouper like that?
You can't give me that bucket. I anchor up inside. I go with someone else.
You're usually just free lining, right?
I'm going to free line. Always. Rarely do I use a cork. Sometimes for sight fishing, big snook, if I'm chumming, it keeps them in the water column. Just let it chum around the cork.
And you never use a split shot or anything, right?
Sometimes, if it won't stay down. Windy, if it's real windy, I do.
Don't want to go swimming for the boat, huh?
Well, you can always pull the boat in. I'm gonna retire this hook.
There's some bait flickering there. Alright guys, forgot our pliers. Cam keeps them on a float so they don't disappear like I lost mine last time wade fishing, taking that catfish off. He just got a little trout to get started, and yeah, gonna be doing some live bait fishing. Should be fun. I won't be doing a ton of talking because I'm with somebody else, but hopefully we'll be doing a ton of catching. How fresh do you like to keep them? I guess it depends on how much bait you got. I
don't usually keep fishless.
No, I mean your bait. How?
Oh yeah, I don't. If it even looks dead, I switch it. That's the biggest mistake.
There's a bump. There's a solid hit. There's a fish. Pretty trout. Pretty little trout. Ooh, see ya. All right, let's get rolling here. On the board. Who wants to volunteer? Woo! Big stingray coming right to you. Big stingray coming right at you. Now here he is right here.
I like to hang out in the wading basket.
Man, it's a big fish. So he knows he's here for that basket?
Right. They attracted to the basket.
Wow. I mean, he come up and he threw his wing up, and I didn't know what I was looking at first. There you go, another trout.
We don't want to use our bait up our own these things. But...
Right.
Yeah, I'll tickle them as long as they're turned away from me. I'll tickle them, and not when they're turned at you.
Right.
Usually they stay kind of playful and moving around.
You ever been hit by one?
No.
Me neither. I got hit 3 times by catfish as a kid, but never a stingray. Come on out of that grass. Oh, I think there might be some bluefish here. I feel like I just got.
Yeah, they can be anything.
They're
fun to catch.
There was my last one had something flipping out of the water, and it definitely wasn't a trout. And then right there, I just got smoked. I thought he cut me off, but he didn't. Something right out there. Come on. Something right here with me. There he is. That's a trout. Ooh, got a couple with him. That's a nice trout. He's got another one with him. Ooh, yeah, that's a solid fish there. What's that?
We should run into some redfish, and the end of this point's got some big snook on it.
That's a solid fish there. Heck yeah. Come here, buddy. Hold still, buddy. Man, he wasn't ready to come in yet. He wasn't ready to come in yet. It's a pretty fish. There, look at, he's choking up his guts to lose this hook. Man. Pretty fish, pretty fish. All right, buddy. All right, I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna let you go. Cam got him a smaller one. Solid fish right there. Heck yeah. You can't beat this wade fishing with live bait now. Current's starting to pull pretty good. Little trout now or something on me.
The trout are in here because there's a lot of bait fish, so there should be other stuff here.
Right. There we go. There's a fish. Another trout. Nice trout. Tell you what, the quality of the size and the trout that you catch versus when you're just throwing little soft plastics, this is so much, you know, so much bigger. You get all those little dinky 12-inch trout, 11-inch trout when you're throwing artificial and in a boat. Pretty fish. Oh, Cam doesn't even want to mess with them. He's just pulling it out of their mouths. That's a nice trout. See you, buddy. Go on. Oh, come on. Good hit there.
Once I go over to the bigger fish, first thing I do is I open it up.
When you get a hit.
Right.
Yeah.
Like I said, they're not spitting it out like this big.
Right. Another solid fish. Beautiful. Let that circle hook just do its job. Get popped, suck right in the corner. Nice, beautiful fish. Let's see if we can put a red on the board here. Good sized pin. Solid fish. What it's going to take to choke down that spiny breakfast. Come on, here we go. Can you handle this? Something really bugging. Nothing. What do I got here? What's going on? Yeah, there's a fish on. There's a fish. Another trout. Another solid trout. Solid trout. Yeah, solid fish. I put on a bigger pinfish too, trying to get away from the trout, but that's a good sized fish.
getting in the snook country.
I'll take this trout all day long, though. Pretty fish.
I want to get you a slam.
See ya, buddy. I'm gonna give this guy one more cast. He's a fighter.
Trout are here for that, because there's got to be bait around.
Give him one more cast. You really just can't, being in a boat, you just really can't compete with this, right? I mean, it's just, you're so quiet.
You'd be moving around and steering around, banging around. I hate, yeah, boats.
You're banging the boat. You can't keep moving quietly either like this. Even if you have a trolling motor, you're making noise.
Right.
These trout are hungry. They are hungry. Man, what a difference. And I like fishing with artificials, but you can't keep up with this. Come here, bucko. Hold still. Another pretty fish. Can't catch a red. All these trout. Not sharing. Pretty little keeper trout. All right, those are too small. Let's see if we get a big something down here. Okay. Okay. That's gonna take stout trout. You are going for a redfish. Solid pin. You are going to the redfish corner. Nice thick grass here. Looking for a big red here. Looking for a big red. He's digging, trying to stay in that grass. I'm just raising my rod, keeping him up and out of the grass, and then I'm reeling down. Is that a red?
I don't know. Feeding a little line.
Something just picked him up right as he was getting close. Now it's another trout. Well, maybe not. Maybe it's a snook.
Okay.
Solid fish, whatever it is. Uh-oh, something's out there with me. I need to sit tight for a second here. You get a nice red? Yeah. Nice. He hit that right at your feet, didn't he?
He grabbed her on the way in and I opened the bail.
Let it off. Nice trout to, nice red to get on the board at least. So let's drop this little pinner out there, see if we get back on the board. It's been a minute since I caught anything. Throwing that bigger pinfish. You're gonna get less bites. That's just the nature of it, but you're gonna get bigger bites. But let's see. Big fish like little bites too. Let's just see if we're still on the fish. You can go. Pick me up. Oh, spit me. Come on. Thinking about it. There we go. Nope. Well, yeah, I got a fish. I got a fish. Little troutski. Worked. Got me right back on the board. Dropped down bait size. Look at them teeth. Alright. Alright, well, let's bump it right back up in size. And there's a medium size. Not too big, not too small. Perfect size bait for redfish. Let's get out there. Getting shallow, you can see we're walking up onto this bar. This point goes out quite a ways. Ooh, big ray.
I think so.
You definitely get to see the wildlife more up close and personal. Something on me right here. Bait swimming right, real frantic at the top of water. There you go, he just picked me up. Come on. Had it in his mouth for a second there. Come on. Boy, he's thinking about it. He's getting hammered out there. There we go. What do we got here? Oh, come on. Come back for it? Oh, I'm over here. Over here now. Okay. There he is. Had me confused for a second there. Pretty trout. Look at that. Might be the second biggest trout of the morning for me. Really solid keeper trout. Still, buddy. I'll get this out for you. Go. Nice fish. Nice fish. All right. Got a few more trout on the board again. Let's find the biggest pinfish we got in here. There's a couple solid pinners. Yeah, you're actually bigger. Let me grab you. All right. The great thing with these circle hooks is they come tight in the corner of the mouth and very little fraying. Now we're catching trout primarily. It'd be a little different if we were snook fishing, but I've caught plenty of fish already this morning and nothing has frayed me off yet or even begun to where I needed to retie. So pretty simple fishing once you get the bait. Very, very relaxing, fun fishing. You don't have to cast it 1,000 times like you do with artificial. You just pitch it out there and slow roll it back to you. Keep that pinfish up and out of the grass. There's a fish. Yeah. That's a nice fish. What is it? Yeah, it's a good red. There's a couple more with him. I just got him just 20 feet out.
Leave him in the water.
Okay.
Where is the boil?
Right out in front of you. He's come to you.
Let's see if we had white bait, we could trim him up more.
Yeah, I got him on a better pinfish. Nice.
Leave him in the water.
Nice fish.
See any more with him?
No, but I did just see a swirl right out. It might be mullet now that are right out. Yeah, you're right there. You're right on them now, but I think those might have been mullet.
All right, good job. You want to keep a red, you can.
Pretty blue tail. Nice fish.
Really, that's why I like to have white bait, because we could show them and see the density.
Right.
Nice one.
Yeah, solid fish. Beauty.
Were you a pro? Take a picture of that?
Yeah, yep. Pretty blue tail. Yeah, I'll let him go. Unless you want him.
No, go ahead.
What do you think he'll go? How big do you think he is? How many inches?
I'd say he's 21.
Yeah.
The 20, the weighting station is 24.
Okay. Across the inside or across the whole thing? Yeah, he's 22. Pretty fish. That was fun. All right, buddy. See you later.
And you saw more come in?
Yeah, they looked like there was two right. There was definitely two other fish right with them. I couldn't tell 100% if they were mullet or reds, but it didn't feel like it should have been mullet. It definitely was on a better pinfish. Bigger pinfish though. I dropped down. Oh, you got something on you. Pretty good swirl there. I hadn't caught anything in a while, so I dropped down to a small pinfish and caught a trout, and then went right back to the bigger pinfish, and there he was. Oh, I'm on something on me right here. Uh-oh. Oh, I got a shark. What is that? I got a fish on and there's a shark. No, I got a fish on and then there was a shark and he's on me. He's out there now. He got whatever I had, I think.
A shark?
Yeah. I had a fish on, and then between me and the fish, the shark felt my line and he kind of got tangled. It went across his dorsal and that spooked him, but then he spun around and then he was back on my fish. And whoa, you see that? My goodness, that's a high. I have never seen a trout jump like that in my life. He just skyrocketed straight up and straight down. It was absolutely definitely a trout. I think that shark's still out there. Just there we go. There's a fish. I don't know. That's crazy. National Geographic there for a minute. Let me make sure this shark ain't on me. I got another trout. That trout just skyrocketed. I mean, 5 feet out of the water.
Oh, that shark.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I mean, he just straight up and down. The mullet got nothing on it. Trout jump.
Big highway.
Yeah, it looked like a maybe, I don't know, 4.5 foot shark of some species. Could have been 5. Little trout out there. Better be careful, buddy. There's a fish, little trout. Bigger trout with him. Oh man. Little trout and a bigger one right with him. They were fighting over it. Do you ever fly fish here?
I should. My friends do when they come. The next spot we're going to go to is really good fly fishing.
Little trout. You don't mess around with tarpon very much?
Yeah, mainly for snook and reds.
Got an oyster bar right here. All kinds of mullet activity. You can see them. They like to hang right in that oyster bar, so they got a place to run. Flipper comes in here. Here we go. Here we go. Come on. Been a minute. Still got that big white bait on. Oh, come on. Yeah, feeling some weight. There we go. There we go. There's a good fish. That's a good fish. Nice. Took a while. Just stuck with that bait. And yeah, right on the edge of that oyster bar.
Don't get the drag too tight and close.
Don't?
I like to keep it loose.
Okay. Yeah. I think so. I think it's a red. Look red to me. Yeah, that's a red. You better than that last one. Yeah, that's a solid fish. Nice fish. I think I'm converted, guys. Yeah. You ain't done yet. Yeah, they like to take off when they see you.
Especially with a snook, I always loosen my drag up in close because all the dynamics and geometry get different.
Right. Yeah, and they got their gill plates and they got the teeth rubbing and
just your angles you have less good angles to work with. He hit that big white bait.
Yeah. I was just getting ready to change it, but he was still swimming pretty good, and next cast, I threw it as hard as I could into the wind, right in front of that oyster bar, and he broke the drought. He ain't done yet. I suppose I could horse him in, but nice red. Heavy.
Wow.
You got a remora hanging off him. It's a good red when they got remoras on them. Little baby remora, little 3-inch remora there. Pretty, very pretty fish. Hooked right in the corner of the mouth. That thing ain't even coming out still. See if we can rotate it out. Oh, not coming out. There we go. It's a beauty. Solid Charlotte Harbor red. Later, buddy. Ooh.
You got him in front of the oysters?
Yeah, right out here. I probably kept walking too close to where he was actually sitting. Should have flipped the bail. We moved spots. We're working along this kind of like a sandy stretch here with mixed grass mixed in with it. Did a little bit of chumming with some cut bait. We don't have enough white bait for chummers, but there's a down branch right up here and a lot of mullet kicking around it. Just missed a good bite. Okay, here we go. We're getting into them right here. They're right here. They're all around this down branch. Something little. I think it's little. Little trout. Yeah, I saw a trout. No, a little trout. But there's a bunch of fish up around here. Mullet for sure, but I feel like there's some other stuff with them. Little trout. Break the drought. What's going on? Come on, you let it go? I pull it out of his mouth? No, he's on it. Oh, there he goes. No trout. Trout for days. Great. Come here, buddy. All right, let's put that big green back on.
Maybe go out a little bit left and then deeper.
Okay. Uh-oh. Something popping them right away. Trout. There you go. Snook?
Snook.
I'm pulling mine away.
I love fishing in this kind of water. Look at those guys sitting in that boat. Is that a trout or a snook?
That was a trout. I was pulling it away from him, and he wouldn't let it go. He had it in his mouth.
You got to get your slam.
That's a nice snook. Here we go. I'm on again. I'm on too now.
Something swirl on yours.
Yeah, I'm on. There we go. There's my snook, I think. Yeah. Oh, I don't know. Is it? If it ain't, it's a solid trout. Let me come off. Dang it. Yeah, it's the same price. Same size you just got. Man. Put this big old pinfish on.
Yeah, that's what I got. I just go for hooks and pins. I got some nice ones left if you need any.
Okay, I've got a nice trout, nice snook. Pretty fish. Nice way to end the day. A little bit of a snook bite here. I got a big pinfish though, so we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, something's on him.
Wow. Fishy place. Look at all the.
So you love fishing this type of water? What do you?
Oh, yeah.
What do you mean?
I could do this all day.
Oh yeah, yeah.
There's a beautiful sand beach.
Yep. Oh, I know.
This Turtle Beaches.
Nobody out here. Yep. A little 20-footer maybe. I'm gonna cast at that branch right there. Just take one shot at it. See if there's some snook sitting over there. Here's a good bump. There we go. There's my snook. Running under you. Oh, you doubled up? I'm gonna run underneath you. Oh, no, here he comes. Letting that drag. Nice. I knew there was one out there for me.
This is where I like to have more white bait.
Right, I can see how you just...
Well, because you could chum some.
Right. And you just keep pushing down the wall and just kind of keep...
Just the chum just...
keeps moving ahead of you.
Fish get excited with other fish.
Right. Come here, buddy. Nice. Nice pretty snook. Healthy. Happy getting them in this moving water. Right up against the beach. Beautiful.
Your watch turns your GoPro on?
No. Probably could though.
How do you turn it on and off?
Just a button right on the top.
Okay.
Or you can actually do it, you can talk to it too. You can say GoPro Go, but I never tried that. All right, buddy.
I will do a few more minutes. And
see you later. Nice. Got nice red, nice trout. Got the snook. Is that more of a winter time?
Not.
Or deep water?
No, I do it. I like it with a real high tide. I like it with a high tide, more water, and I fish the sides of it and go in, and I quit fishing when I get to the actual cut.
Right.
Some people walk all the way through. But that's usually good for the redfish.
So you're never really looking to hit like the mangrove edges. You're coming out.
Not when it's this shallow. I do the mangrove edges on
Real high tide.
well, no, on spots that it's deeper under the mangroves.
Right. Yeah, here it's pretty shallow right up
Yeah.
against them.
But I have some ways where you fish out and you fish into the mangroves.
Do you ever target them like on creek mouths, like wade the mouths of creeks?
Most of the creek-like openings in the big basin and this whole area are just where the mangroves have a trough that the water runs. It's hard to find any real creeks.
Right. And they're probably super muddy. Here we go. This feels like a good fish. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Got it?
Yeah. I had my drag way too loose, so I'm not sure what I got yet, but I don't know. It feels like it's got some weight to it. This might be a red or something. It was a better pinfish. That's got to be a nice red, or a red at least.
Is it boiling?
Yeah. Yeah, that's a red. Yep. He knows he's hooked now. But yeah, he's not huge, but it's a solid red. Yep. Nice red. Wasn't expecting that. Come on over here. How'd you choke that down?
Decent size.
Swallowed it. Yeah, pretty fish. Man, they sure do. They fight. They don't give up. Pretty fish. Snoop grunting. He ain't happy. Grunting at me. Whew, see ya. Got me wet. Nice way to close out the day. Well, I think I'm converted.
To what?
I need to be doing this more often.
Alright, you keep going. I'm gonna go back with the boat.
Uh-oh. Mullet running hard there. Am I out? I am out. I'm gonna have to go in here to Cam's bucket. Oh boy, look at that. Should we? I'll tell you what, there was just a big something spooking. We're playing with house money now. We've had a great day. We got our slam, we got reds, we got snook, we got trout. Cam's walking back to get the boat. He's left all the fish to me. Let's just pitch it out here and see what was spooking those mullet. Sometimes it's just their own shadow, but let's see what happens here. I don't do a lot of rambling on and talking when I'm fishing with other people, because you're talking to the person you're fishing with, so sometimes it does leave you guys out of the conversation. That's just the way it goes. But appreciate you guys hanging with me, and man, I just had so much fun. This has just been a blast. I haven't been doing much fishing the last really month and a half, 2 months, and to come out here and just get the kickback and relax. There we go. It's just been so much fun, and catching all these fish. This is a good fish picking me up. It's got to be, because I got a good bait on there. I'm feeling some weight. I got a fish on here, guys. Oh, I pulled it out of his mouth. Dang it, I should have just let him take it a little more. Let's see, did I pull it off the hook? No. Still got my bait. This has just been an absolute blast. Nobody's really out and about yet. Since the hurricane, it's still pretty quiet. We're fishing here on a Sunday. It's about noon. You just really haven't seen the traffic you're going to see normally. Beautiful, quiet, secluded stretch of paradise. Uh-oh, here we go. That's a big fish. Dang it. Did he break me off? I feel like he broke me off. He did. Dang it. That's a nice fish. He took my leader and I think he must have got twisted up or something. Oh man, he's still out there. I think he must have got twisted up. Dang, I don't got another pole in me. We are definitely going to be doing more of this in my last video. Yeah, it's even frayed up to here. My last video, I was talking about how I'm going to be just taking that trolling motor off. Thing just constantly is giving me problems, and I can't really charge my battery. I can't charge my battery at all at the marina I'm in, so we are losing the trolling motor for now. And I said I'm going to be doing a lot more wade fishing, but I was thinking more lures. But now I'm thinking not. I'm thinking get some pinfish. Maybe get a cute whitebait. There's a solid pinner. That's nothing like what I just threw, and we will be out here doing it again soon. Promise. Alright, let's see. See if we can get a consolation prize. I mean, it's such a blast. I mean, even the stuff you don't like to see too close. A big stingray this morning, huge stingray. All I saw, I looked down, I just see a curling piece of white flesh with its, the wing coming out of the water, and it takes you half a second. There's a fish. Takes you half a second to. That's a nice snook. Not a big snook, but a nice little fish. Yeah, he ain't happy either. I got no leader, so we'll see. Just this monster stingray right around me. Cam says you just tickle them with your rod, they'll move along. They like to hang around these bait nets. And then I had that big snook, or a very big shark coming up after one of my trout I was reeling in. Sent that thing skyrocketing out of the water. Getting tangled up here. Saw that trout go about literally 4 or 5 feet straight out of the water like a missile. Little schnookums. Just beautiful. Everything's just so beautiful out here, guys. It's paradise. Big flock of white pelicans flying around. See ya, buddy. Let's see if we can do that again. Oop, dunked that reel. That's all right. This thing was talking to me a lot, making a lot of noise. I'm gonna have to get one of these reels Cam was using, little Shimano's. But anyway, man, you can't beat it. Can't beat it. I think we got like 4 reds. That's about 4 snook. All the trout you could want. I mean, if we wanted to just sit there and target trout all day, you could fill the cooler and have a fish fry. It's just, as Cam was explaining, telling me, it's just so much different fishing in the water. You're really a part of the whole process so much more. You don't like to be a part of the process when the sharks come around, but they're harmless, mostly. When you're in a boat, you got to position the boat's got to be positioned just right. It's kind of a pain in the butt, really, you know, to constantly move the boat makes a lot of noise. It's a huge presence in the water. Yes, you can pull up to spots on a boat and catch fish, but it's hard to do it like this, and it's just different. You're a little more challenging as you're reeling in the fish. He's just swimming all around you. It's just a totally different fight. You boat fight a fish, you get to the boat, you boat flip him, I meant to say, and that's it. And okay, hold on, we got something right here. We got a good wake going. We're running out of time. I heard that mercury. I know there's at least one more fish out there. Gonna have to come out here and do a little catch, clean, and cook on the shoreline here. Have a little shore lunch. It's another snook. Ah! Broke me off. That's what happens when you don't have leader line. All right, well, that's gonna do it. Signing off from beautiful Charlotte Harbor. I am going to, Cam's coming to pick me up here. I'm gonna help him clean up the boat and end this fishing trip here. But what a day, a lot of fun. I am definitely gonna be doing a little bit more of this bait fish fishing in the future, definitely all throughout the fall. So thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate y'all, and we will see you on the next one. Get out on the water. You never know what you're gonna get. Now, some of you guys hear me talk about detailing boats and you probably don't believe me that I actually ever do it, but here I am, washing a boat. I have the great excuse of not having any water at my boat, so when I'm done, it doesn't get washed. But this nicer boat right here in this nicer slip, definitely gonna keep it clean.